I keep thinking Trump's gonna get rid of the penny. Trump's gonna get rid of the penny. Trump's gonna get rid of the penny. You know, like my whole life's gonna get flushed down the toilet when there's no more pennies. You know, a lot of people don't know what's gonna happen. Everybody who I've spoken to, which is, it kind of tells me, you know, people really don't know much about coins, banking system. I mean, the average person, I'm saying, maybe the average coin roll hunter. What's going on with this? Maybe the average coin roll hunter knows more than the average person. But generally speaking, the average person has no idea about coins, or it's almost like it was, you know what? Yeah, I guess I don't like it. I'm gonna throw it out. Doesn't know. Look at this. What a dirty. But there's a lot of copper in here though, so we're gonna deal with it. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a wheat cent. I haven't found a wheat cent in a while. You know, and the truth of the matter is, I'm at my best in life when I have to overcome something, you know? So that's what I've been pondering on. Recently. Yeah, look inside the 3, but of course inside this 3 for some reason has a clean spot. So I'm just gonna keep on doing as I do every day. That's all, you know. I'm gonna no white AM. I am going to do my coin roll hunts. I'm going to, you know, if I can throw in an extra bank run, I will, you know. What is this? Look at this. Oh, it's so dirty. It's copper. Look how flat the rim is. Collar is flattened down. Deteriorated collar. Oh, is this? Wow, this would have been a nice looking. I might put this in to get cleaned. It's just so. It's such a beautiful penny. Oh wow! I'll put that to the side. Probably end up cleaning that one. And then when a penny's gone, it's gone. We'll see. It'll be, you know, it's going to be an exciting time. Seeing people going nuts, going to the bank for pennies. Meanwhile, most of, oh, look how coppery it looks on the reverse. See, the front has the lines on it, on the surface. See the little lines, but the back, I guess it's got them too. Just looks a little thicker and more coppery. 1999. I mean, I don't think this is a wide AM. I think just the corner of the A is bad. No, the A touches the M. The 99's the harder one the more expensive one. I shouldn't say harder to find. They're all hard to find, but it's the more expensive one for whatever reason. Another 99. A lot of copper. And maybe that'll be when I break out the microscope. You know what I mean? I mean, right now, you know, my picture is full. You know, as far as with the channel, life is great. You know, pennies galore. Just looking for, just having a, you know, having a good old time. You know, that's a nice one too. Having a good old time. You know, working on my videos. 84. I think 84 is the one with the double ear you have to look out for. 84.97, I want to say. Just having a good old time. And Trump's going to go and, well, it's the right thing to do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if it's wasteful, it's the right thing to do. It's just that, you know, in this case, I enjoy the waste. That's all. You know, I enjoy the waste. I'll be the first one to say it. So I'm a greedy little duck, you know. Want all my pearls. Let me look at this one under the loop. And this is one of those where the extra thickness is difficult to determine, but you know, I do see. You look on the 4, you can see the twists, and you can see some separation from the original 4 and possibly the second strike. Same thing with the Liberty. You see some extra thickness in the T, the R, and then possible some separation. The B, same thing in the motto. They look extra thick. And then in the S, you can see some of the twisting. The R looks extra thick. The T looks extra thick. The W looks extra thick. Now, but the U does not. So it's not all of them. You know, so is it a deteriorated die? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's difficult to say. You know, I'm looking through the pennies pretty quick, you know. You know how long this would take me under a microscope? Forget about it. So what I was thinking, right? I didn't finish my thought before. I'd whip out the microscope and I would start going through the boxes and boxes of, do you know how many of these question mark coins I put to the side? I'm gonna say close to 1,000. Close to 1,000 of these and I thought in my mind I was like, one day I'd like to go through them. Well, if there's no more pennies, if the bank doesn't have any more pennies, I'm gonna have to replace the bank run with something else. This is one of my activities. I might I have to replace everything. You know what I didn't look for? I didn't look for the white 8. The last one was a 98, right? I didn't look for the white AM. No. Okay. Got my coffee here. Got up a little early this morning. I went to bed early this morning, which is better. I function better when I go, no white AM. I function better when I go to sleep earlier. Have we found any shield scents? I feel like we haven't found any shield scents today. Let me tell you, these pennies would have been so beautiful. I might clean this one up. Probably wasted time, but look how the letter is inside the ridge ring. It's just kind of cool looking. Just forget it. Yeah, so I got a lot of them, a lot of coins, a lot of pennies in the little red boxes, and I have them in 3 different categories. The super question mark ones, which is like, I don't know, like I see something cool on it. I don't want to send it. I don't want to put it into a penny roll, so I put it into, and I, basically a junk pile, to be determined and looked at later. So I got a bunch of boxes of those, and then I have the ones. They're most likely mechanical doubling, stuff like that. This is nice. Mechanical doubling, color error, and you go a little out a little bit. It's a little too close. But there's some sort of, there's something that appears like it could be a double die or something like that. I'll be right back. Like this one. Each one of the letters in Liberty looks like it has some, it's either mechanical doubling or it's extra thickness. You can see some separation. Now, if one part of the coin has it, but on one side, there's a good chance, like the Liberty has it, that it should be in other places because the whole hub moved when it was restruck. So that's I think I've read something like that also. You should see it in multiple places, not just one little Anyway. So also in the date, I don't know if you can see it right there. You can see it probably the best. But in the motto, there is a whole other U, and the other letters also have some separation or, again, mechanical doubling, one or the other. But look at the U. If I hit it with the light, I think it's gonna remove the shadow. Maybe not. Well, you can pause it if you see a good. I'll leave the light on for a second. But the U has a whole other R, whole other U under it. Let me turn the light off. And you can see the R has those notches and stuff on it. Now, it does not. It could be mechanical doubling. That's all. Right there. So this is look at the T and the R. Look how cool that is. Now, this is the type of stuff I was talking about. That I would keep in the second box. Unless it looked a little better than this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I would put this in my first box. So the first box are the ones that I really, really like. I kind of like this one, to be honest with you. All right. I might put that in my first box. Oh, it's a beauty. At least this one's not as dirty, I guess is the right word. This probably would have been a good video to use gloves with. But for whatever reason, I'm having a more difficult time holding on to the pennies lately with the gloves on. So there's that. There's those. So those are some of the things that I'd be able to do when and if the penny is no longer available at the bank. Don't get me wrong. I have quite a bit of pennies downstairs in the basement. So there's that. Hey, an 82. No neck. Got an 82. Finally get around to the microscope. Yeah, but I could see looking at each penny for 2-3 minutes. You know what I mean? Maybe longer. Look at this. Oh, wow. Let me look at that. That's so cool looking. Yeah, the letters in Liberty are nice and twisty. And the motto, look at the, I think it was the G. Looked like it was pushing towards the rim. And that's kind of, to me, that's the one I'm really looking for when it's on the top. The one, for some reason, it's more typical to find mechanical doubling towards the south. I thought I saw on the G, the top of the G looked like it might have been pushing towards the rim. Yeah, again, it could just be mechanical doubling, but it sure is cool. Same thing with the date. I mean, it needs to be cleaned, but it needs to be cleaned. Got my desk all dirty. I'm gonna have to clean it with alcohol afterwards. Interesting. I gotta look at the mint mark. I have to look at his forehead or his temple. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's got some weird stuff going on with it, but you can see other shiny spots like above the date. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to being an anomaly. And as far as the mint mark goes, a little difficult to determine. So I'm gonna pass on this one. A lot of copper, I have to say that. It looks like almost a 50-50 split. So I am happy about that. Let me look at that Liberty. See the tip of the E? Probably just a notch. Nah. Nothing to see there. So yeah, that's probably what I would do. I'd probably take get the microscope out and start looking through some of the older all the pennies that I put into flips. See if a fresh eye and makes any difference. You see that? I wonder if that's polishing lines. Abrasion. I think so, because it looks like there was a die clash on the reverse, and I read that what they did was they tried to polish off the die clash to make the penny look like it doesn't have an error, but in polishing it, so they would polish the front, right, to get rid of the die clash on the obverse, so it wouldn't make it on the reverse. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, that could be what's going on there. I don't know if that has any value or not. See, see how smooth the field is supposed to look? You want to compare it to that one? I picked up some more pennies on Sirius sports card, Sirius, something like that. Yeah, it's just so demoed. It's a cool looking 8 right there. I don't know if that's a die, if that's a double die or not. I have to look at this one under the loop. Got some weird stuff going on. Super dirty. I definitely cleaned this one up if I saw an error. I'll be right back.